Hey guys, so did you know hundreds of people vanish in America's national parks every year? And sometimes something even stranger happens. The military shows up, almost immediately, just out of the blue. Then poof, just disappears without any explanation. The National Park Service runs thousands of search and rescue missions yearly, yet there's no national database tracking how many remain missing. Estimates suggest there's over 2,000 unresolved cases, but no one really knows the true number. There's Dennis Martin, a 6-year-old who vanished in 1969. He went missing while camping with his family in the Great Smoky Mountains National Park in Tennessee. It was Father's Day. He was with his dad, his grandfather, his older brother. It was a tradition for this family on this weekend. His case triggered one of the largest searches in park history, yet no trace of him was ever found. Or the Death Valley Germans, a family of 4 who disappeared in 1996, but years later, only a few partial remains were ever recovered, and they were in places that had already been searched. Their final moments are still a total mystery. And then there's the case of Thomas Messick, an 82-year-old hunter who vanished in the Adirondacks in 2015, despite being one of the largest search operations in New York State history. Not a single trace of him or his gun or any of his clothing was ever found. And witnesses reported a strange metallic noise and total silence in the forest right before he disappeared. Some even claim military or law enforcement teams showed up immediately. He was ridiculously experienced and knowledgeable about the area. I mean, he was from there. He'd hunted his whole life. He was with friends and family on this hunt, and his disappearance, to me, it's just baffling. I mean, I don't know, that's my opinion. But what really has people talking is the military presence, them just showing up. They sometimes arrive after a disappearance with helicopters swooping in, heavily armed teams setting up their own searches, and then leaving just as suddenly as they appeared. These sightings raise serious questions. Are these routine training missions, or does somebody know something about these parks that we don't know? With no centralized missing persons database, we can't track patterns or even see if these military interventions happen more often than we think. Meanwhile, families are desperate for answers, and they're just left in the dark. And I have to mention, if people going missing in national parks is something that you're interested in, then you need to look into David Paulides' work. He's easy to look up, or you could look up the Missing 411. He has books, movies, tons of YouTube videos. But what do you think? Is this just coincidence, or is there a deeper story behind the mysterious military presence after disappearances in our national parks? And why isn't there a national database? I don't know. It's crazy to me. But as usual, thanks for watching. I'm Caroline. This is Hidden Headlines. Bye.